Hey guys, Silver Bunny back here with another camp location video. Um, I have 5 more locations for you guys. One of them is a location that I have a camp that someone else built to show you guys what you can do with the area. 2 of them are locations that I've built at, and 2 of them are locations that I've honestly never seen anyone build at. One of them I actually ran across the other day and I was like, huh, this is interesting. I didn't know this was here. The other one, Jackamore actually sent to me after I reached out to him to see if I could use his camp in my last video. And I feel like maybe I've seen it like early on when I first started playing the game possibly, but I'm not sure. But I think before the update, it would have been a little harder to make it work. Anyway, we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, so I just wanted to thank you guys again for pulling up and watching these videos. I want to thank all my new subscribers and my older subscribers. I appreciate you guys more than you know. I am almost at 2K subscribers and I am moved beyond words about that. I remember when I first started and I had like no subscribers and I'd be lucky to get 10 views a video. So I mean, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you guys. So with that said, again, thank you so much for pulling up. It means so much. Every comment, I try to make sure I comment on everything. I appreciate you guys, the good and the bad, the ugly. But anyway, enough of me ranting on about that. Let's get right into these camp locations. I hope you guys like what I have lined up for you this week. And let's just get right into it. Alright, so this first location is just up from Blackwall. I don't know what that said. For the love of God, I gotta slow down when I'm doing those. But it's across from Top of the World. It is this beautiful water location. So I've actually built here, but I didn't show my camp today because I decided to show someone else who I knew that had built in this location as well. It always has these 3 Brahmins here, and then if you're a the Meat Week, Graham's Meat Week, one of the prime meat locations I think is here too. So that'll be at in your backyard if you ever build here during that time. But these 3 Brahmins are always here. Now, I was here, like I said, I have a camp here, and I built a Blue Ridge Caravan camp here for a Bethesda contest that they had last year. And I built a pen, and I had those 3 Brahmins actually spawned in my pen that I had. And this one, wow, I did an excellent job of editing that, didn't I? Anyway, the one, when I loaded in, he just fell over and died. And then when I was also at Ty's camp, he just fell over and died. But then Ty and I left to go do something, and we came back, and he was alive again. Now, he had 0 health when he was alive, so that one might be a little iffy. But unless these guys have died for some reason, they are always in this location. In this instance, when we first loaded in, one of the Brahmins was on Ty's porch. So I thought that was cool. I got a quick shot of that, but I wanted to get most of the shots of Ty's camp during the daylight. So this is Tyler Made Wasteland. I got him on. He hasn't been on for a while. I got him on so I could get some shots of his camp. I knew he still had it because he hasn't been building. He was working on this, I think, back when I first met him, and it took him like 6 months to finish it, but that's pretty typical for Ty. I guess the camp that he's working on now, he's been working on for probably a year because it's still just sitting unfinished, but hopefully he'll be able to get on more. But I really like what Ty did here. He built over more further away from the Brahmins than my actual kind of point of the location here is having these 3 Brahmins there. But nevertheless, it's a great water location. As far as other enemies go, I don't really think that there's any that I can recall when I built here. So you don't have any problems with any negative enemies except for what spawns out of your module. So anyhow, we're gonna get right into the next one. All right, so this next location is pretty easy. Sundew Shadows Grove. I think that says Shadows. My eyesight is not what it used to be. So you're gonna want to back up against this, or you can go forward and find as close as you can to get to these trees. They are marked locations, so you can't just go flopping down in the middle of them. I did my Fallout for Hope video last year in front of these, and I was like, man, I really want to do a tree house on one of these trees. And I spent every bit of an hour trying to find a spot around these trees that I could build at. And this tree, I was able to just get into my build zone, as you've seen in the clip that I just showed. So this location, pink is my favorite color. I love to use these, whatever these plants are called, because I can't remember. I love to use them in my camps because we have the little version of them. But yeah, so yeah, this location is very pretty. It's got the Watoga thing in the background, which makes for very good filming. I don't know, like, if you seen just a second ago that light thing that was happening. I don't know what that was. If you go back, you can look at it. I don't recall that being an issue when I filmed my camp here, but I don't know if it was just the world I was in or what. But this location has a great background. So this is what I ended up doing here, and I made a little tree house. This was before the update, so it was a little bit trickier then. I think that it would be a lot easier to get your camp up on that tree. I couldn't get my floors down as low as I wanted to because everything was in the freaking way, so I had to put it just above it. But then I was able to get some tires underneath it, so it looked like the tires was supporting it on the tree because I couldn't get my floor down low enough. But anyway, another great location if you are interested in having this pink gloriness in your camp. Getting on with the next one. Getting on to the next one. Yeah, anyway, so for this one, you'll want to spawn at Hopewell Cave, and the location is where my mile marker, for fuck's sake, was where my marker was. And then you're going to go in and you're going to go north. You're going to go straight north. You're going to pass the graveyard there. I sped this up so we didn't have to spend too much time with me running through the forest, but it's basically just north. You just want to keep going north, and then you're going to come across this shack. And then to get all of this shack into your camp zone, you're going to want to, I face the back, I always just do that, and you're going to kind of go northwest corner in order to get it. What I like to do, and you don't get like all of the front yard, which I think is very unfortunate. I don't know why you can't just place it at this location. It's not marked. I don't really get it, but I like to place it where I can, and then I like to take my module and spin it in circles and go a little closer. I feel like I can get just another couple inches if I do that. But this location is amazing, and I'll tell you, I've been playing around with this location the last couple days. This is the one that Jackamore told me about, and I love, love, love this little cabin. I love what's inside of this cabin. But I've been playing around with that roof to cover it up. You could just use the stair flats, like the ramp, and it works perfectly. He told me about that, but I've been playing with a couple other ideals that I had. I don't like that I can't get windows in there. It does that stupid, I can't see it, so you can't place it, blah, blah, blah. I really hope they fix that at some point. That cannot be something that they meant to do. Like, it's ridiculously silly. But this location is, oh, and again, there's my editing. So wonderful. I love my editing. But this little brick area over here, I don't know that you could do too much with it. It's super slanted, but look at the inside of this. Oh my goodness, it's got so much good stuff in it. I love, love, love the inside of this. It comes with a settler. Every time I loaded in, she was there, whether she was dead or alive, she was always there, so I'm guessing this is her home. So you would be living with her if you decided to build here, but it's got a bunch of cool junk. It's got a bunk bed, it's got a fireplace, it's got a table. It has a lot of essentials that you already need. You can make a loft, which is what I think I might do if I end up building here. Um, but yeah, there's a closet right there. That door, I tried to zoom through it and I couldn't. It is amazing, like putting a washer and dryer in there, and then you have a little washroom. I'm super, super in love with that place. So this is probably going to be my favorite location of these 5 videos, even though I haven't built here. But I will say that I am definitely going to build here soon. So uh, hold tight for that video coming out soon. And thanks again to Jackamore for Jackamore. I feel like I don't say your name right, but that's okay. We all know who I'm talking about. But anyway, thanks again for shooting me this location. It's a really cool location. I appreciate it. But we're going to move right along to the next one. Alright, so this next location is just over from Organ Cave West. And I do have a little video of me running over to it. Where you spawn in, I think you pretty much just go straight. I don't remember what are we running? East. So you're going to run all the way east. Climb this mountain. Climb over the mountain. And then boom, there it is. So this location is just like a little tent, porta potty, for fuck's sakes. Like a carport. Jesus, I got there. It took me a second. But, yeah, well, alarms. Let's wake up now. Sorry about that. So, Jesus, that just threw me off. So a normal person would go back and restart this, but nope, I just fuck with it. Whatever happens, happens. We are living in the moment. I've never seen anyone build here. I'm guessing that they added this with the, like, caravan stuff update, and I just never seen it because I've never seen this location. But I think you could probably get some walls in there, maybe a floor. I don't know. It's not a super level, but even if you just used it as a part of something else you did, it's still a really cool location. It's got a lot of junk already in it, and I love any location that's going to give me some extra budget. Well, it doesn't give you extra budget, but it appears that you had extra budget. Probably one of my favorite things about this location is the absolute gorgeous view. The forest is so pretty, and I love the forest, so I love the view that you get from this location. I mean, look at that. It's amazing. But views aside, we're gonna go on right to the next one. Alright, so the last one is just by Blake's. Man, I've got to slow down. Offering? Yeah, got it. Okay, so this is a random spawn location, and when I loaded in here, I wasn't actually looking for this spot. I loaded here to go find another spot that I was thinking about doing, and then I remembered that I built here. And these murlocs were running up the street, and there were super mutants here, which I think were the random spawn. But these guys were just running up the street, killed all the super mutants, and there's 5 of them. I've never seen, unless it's like a horde that you're fighting, I've never seen 5 murlocs like this. I thought this was super, super cool. So I did stick around and got some of the footage with these guys here. I do have some clips from my camp, and I think there's ghouls. When I filmed this camp for my channel, I had a agua, one of them big ass turtles. So what you have to do, so enemies here, it's crazy. This is a mad location, but those random spawns won't spawn if your camp is placed. In my experience, anyway. I'm not saying that's just how it's gonna be always. Look at this guy. Look at him, just chilling in there. Oh my god, I was like, this is so awesome. Anyway, but there is the fucking cultists. They're up on the hill. But when I lived here, man, they didn't fuck with me very much. Every once in a while, they would spot me or my generator, and they'd come shooting at me. But you know, they're pretty easy to take care of. But I feel like today I had to spawn in a bunch of times to get something there that I actually wanted to film with my camp. And I feel like there was like liberators and scourged, and then there was liberators and ghouls, and then there was super mutants and liberators. So I feel like you could get like 2 different enemies, but if your camp's not there. I don't think I've ever had an enemy spawn while my camp was loaded up. With that being said, this could be a dangerous location. But it is a beautiful treehouse that has a wonderful ramp. There's so much you can do with it. I did this before the update. Most of my camps are before the update. I know you guys probably sick to death of me saying that, but there's probably so much more you can do with this place now than I could. I couldn't get a door on it. I couldn't put a wall and a door on the upstairs part. I mean, you could probably do all that now. There's a fire pit that's over there, and I made a little eating area over there. So, I mean, there's so much you can do with this location. I really hope to see some camps here. I love this location, and it is very underused. I don't know that I've seen anyone else really build here, so I don't know. It's a great location. Alright guys, so that's it. That's all I got for today. I do think that I forgot to say enemies on a couple of them, and I don't know about enemies on a couple of them anyway because I've never built there, so I do want to thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to Jackamore for giving me that location. Thanks to Tyler Made Wasteland for letting me get some shots of his camp for the location, and thanks to you guys. And have a wonderful day, week, morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you. I totally screwed that up, but thanks again. Love you guys. Bye.